Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode. If you've watched my first introduction video, thank you very much. Thanks for joining along again. If you haven't, please go back and watch what Mental Garage is all about. In this episode, we've got a Mazda 3 here. Bonnet's really faded on it, so I'm going to show you step-by-step procedure on how to bring some shine back to your clear coat on your car, or even if it hasn't got a clear coat. A lot of solid colors usually have a lot of paint fade, so same procedure. I'll run you through everything that I do to bring some clear coat back to life. All the materials I use, the polishes, the buffing pads and all that sort of stuff, so hope you enjoy. Alright, so this is the bonnet we're going to be polishing. As you can see, it's really dull. It has a lot of watermarks on it. Surprisingly, it doesn't have any sap fall out from trees or any contamination, which is pretty good. I'll still run you through a step-by-step procedure on how to make this look like a nice clear coat finish again. So this step isn't necessary in all cars if the clear coat's not contaminated, but it is good to do so if you do. That way you don't clog up your polishing pads. So this is just a clay bar with a bit of soapy water. So that's what you want to do first. Second step is a aggressive cut with a lamb's wool. That's going to really bite into any scratches or anything like that, and start bringing some shine back to the clear coat. Second, also you need a microfiber cloth to keep wiping down as you go. Then we've got second step polish with a foam pad, and then third step polish with a black soft pad. So they're the three polishes we use. I use two different buffs. This one's just an old style rotary, and that one there's a multi, whatever they're called. So yeah, that's what I generally use, and I find that these 3D polishes are amazing. I've used Juice before, I've used 3M, I've used a lot of different products, and these work really well for me. Alright, so like I said, this bonnet doesn't have a lot of fallout to it, but we'll do it just as a demonstration. What you do, spray a bit of soapy water. These are really sticky, which is what you want. You want to keep them nice and clean as well, so they don't drop it on the ground or anything. And we're just going to quickly run back and forwards over the paint and just get any little bits of contamination off. Really depending how much contamination you've got on the paint, depending how long you really need to do that for, but this one here was really clean, so that's all I needed to do. Alright, so just wipe that here. I'll focus off this video. I'm going to mask up half the bonnet so we can see the before and after shot, which is always really exciting to see. Alright, so to start with, we're just going to start with one polish. Alright, so just to start with, we'll put a little bit of polish on the job. You want to work it in a little bit, that way when you start you don't splatter everywhere. The biggest thing with polishing is you want to make sure that you don't get the panel too hot so you don't burn the paint. So just keep working back and forwards in different sections. That way you don't concentrate too much on one small area and damage the finish of the paint. So for a first cut, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. what we'll do now is I'll change over the pad and polish. So this is a second step polish. What I'm doing here is actually removing the actual really coarse polish that I started with. And just apply a little bit to the pad or to the panel, doesn't really matter. And same thing, just working along the bonnet. Pretty happy with the finish. Work it in a little bit, that way it doesn't splatter everywhere. Usually when I'm polishing, I tend to put earphones in with some music. Just the buff gets really loud sometimes and it can actually hurt your ears, so a bit of music softly. Obviously you don't want to hurt your ears any more than they probably already are. So yeah, I just put on some music and I'll work away. So that's looking really nice. Alright, so that's our second step polish that we've done. And now I'm going to disconnect this buff and go get our third step. Alright, so this third step polish is probably one of the more important ones that you want to get right. You want to make sure that you don't have any swells or marks or scratches or anything like that in the clear coat or your paint before you start this step, because this is really what's going to finish off the paint and make sure you don't have any swirl marks or any imperfections in the paint. Just apply a little bit to the pad. Again, once you've gone over that a few times, clean my cloth, wipe it all down, get all the residue off. And I can guarantee you when this goes out in the sun now, you're not going to have any swirl marks, no imperfections, pre-coat looks like it's just been painted again. And that looks like brand new paint again. And this is the exciting part. Look at the difference. Nice and shiny. You can see the reflection of my ceiling off the paint. And right here, all dull, weathered. Doesn't look good at all. So yeah, that's pretty much how I polish up a car. Obviously the stages you want to do, so if you're doing your whole car, you want to do your cut, do the full car first off with a hard aggressive cut to get all your scratches out. Second time around you want to get those deep swirl marks and all that sort of stuff out with a foam pad. So you do the full car as a second step, and third step will be your final step to get all those swirl marks out obviously, and then you have a nice finish, especially with darker colours. Generally, if you just go step by step with what I showed you, your car should come out pretty good and nice shiny paint. If you want to go a step further, obviously you can get it ceramic coated. I've got a ceramic coating spray that I use after I finish washing the car to detail them up, so they work pretty good. Take care of your paint and it should last you a while. Cheers guys, thanks for watching.